Welcome to today's episode of Inside Stuff with me, Martins Oloja. In today's edition, I would like to talk on FCT, that is our Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And the title is, What Happened to the FCT Civil Service Commission? It's not a difficult question. It's just that we need to ask this question because since 2018, the acting president around July, August 2018, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, signed the bill, FCT Civil Service Commission Establishment, into law, and it became FCT Civil Service Commission Establishment Act since 17th August 2018. Since 2018, that commission has not been set up. Now there are issues about the status of the Federal Capital Territory. Even at the Supreme Court now, we'll be expecting what they will say because the other day, the Presidential Election Tribunal just said what they believe FCT is with regard to 25% requirement to be president of Nigeria. They have said their own. We are waiting for Supreme Court. There have been decisions on these that have not been referred to, even by the Supreme Court. But that aside, in deconstructing the status of the FCT, there are institutions that should be defining this status. Now, after the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, some FCT indigenes are said to have gone to court to ask for all the appurtenances of a state. So we still haven't got the correct status for the FCT, our national capital, but that is the Federal Capital Territory. Is it federal government? Is it a state government? Will they have a governor? I know whatever they are still talking about is politics. Abuja cannot be run as a state that will have its own governor. The governorship of the place is defined in the Constitution already. From sections 299 to 304, you'll find that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the governor of FCT. And another section of the Constitution provides that the President should or may appoint a minister. So the governor of FCT, according to our Constitution, is the President, and the Deputy Governor is the Vice President. And the assembly for the FCT is the National Assembly. So people who are asking for state status should know where to amend the Constitution to get that. And to get that may not be easy. It means that if that place becomes 37th state, we may ask for another state capital. The new administration that just inaugurated mandate secretaries are supposed to be commissioners should note that all the controversies surrounding, why should they even have a permanent secretary, will be resolved when they establish the Federal Capital Territory Civil Service Commission, different from the Federal Civil Service Commission that they use. Just as they have had their Federal Capital Territory Inland Revenue Service, 2015. The Inland Revenue Service was actually inaugurated in 2018. That is why they have the Abuja Inland Revenue Service. After all, when they began, Federal Inland Revenue Service was running the place for them. But now they are running the place. Let us therefore ask, what happened to the Federal Capital Territory Civil Service Commission Establishment Act since 2018? Why haven't they inaugurated it? Why haven't they appointed a chairman? With that law, they don't need a permanent secretary to be posted to the place by the head of the civil service of the federation, because the law provides for a secretary to be appointed by the minister. The law provides for the chairman of the FCT Civil Service Commission and a secretary, among others, including members of the commission who are to be commissioners. So this is the bureaucracy that is needed at this time, and it will further define the status that we have been looking for. Before the National Assembly people, we submit a bill and then even pass a bill into law to establish the administrative and political capital of the Federal Capital Territory, as provided for by our Constitution. 24 years on, no such law. They have submitted some bills that have been defeated, but specifically, now the minister of the Federal Capital Territory should ask the establishment there, where is the FCT Civil Service Commission? This will solve part of the problem. There will be definite status for the civil servants in FCT. They will establish their own without recourse to the Federal Civil Service Commission. And before you know it, there will be amendment to the Constitution, and we'll have an elected executive instead of the appointed executive by the president. The president can remain the governor, but there must be a mayor of the Federal Capital Territory who will manage all these, including the FCT Civil Service Commission. Until we meet again next week, you can send your comments to the comments section. I am Martins Oloja.